You will not win this game because you know why? Your offensive passing game is the worst in pro football. And you know who says that? A.J. Brown. Favorite phrase. It is a football Friday here as we go into week 3. And last night, it's a bird. It's a plane. It's Josh Allen. Look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Josh Allen. Holy cow, without Josh Allen, the Buffalo Bills are a 5-win football team. If that guy's not on that football team, they are a 5-win team. That's how good that dude is. Remember something. Let me give you a little history lesson on the best player in the NFL at that position, Josh Allen. Nobody wanted him coming out of high school. Not one dude recruited him except the University of Wyoming. He sent over 275 letters to people asking them to have him come and play for them Division I football. Not one Southeastern Conference football team recruited Josh Allen. Nobody wanted that kid. This guy was trying to self-promote himself. He goes to a shitty Wyoming Cowboys program, and now he's the best player in the league at that position. Man, look up in the sky. It's not 17. It's Josh Allen. This guy's fucking amazing. That's not a very good roster. It's an okay roster. Another thing, too, to be transparent, you're lucky you play in the AFC East. It's the shittiest division in football. Dude, you got get this, they might go undefeated. They might go undefeated because they don't play anybody until the Eagles late in the year. And get this, the Eagles might wrap up home field advantage and they're going to pull their dudes. They may end up going undefeated this year. That's how crazy this thing is with how shitty of a schedule. The Bills have a shitty schedule, man. They really, and that Chiefs game down the line, that thing doesn't look like a big-time game now. Holy cow. They just might go undefeated. Do me a favor, guys. Please hit the like button. Super chats go to the top. It is Rams and Eagles this Sunday. We will have your pregame right here on JAKIB Sports. Absolutely, man. This is going to be a great week, and we're going to get into what we see this weekend. Oh, and by the way, dear football gods, thank you for having A.J. Brown on your football team. He is my favorite Philadelphia Eagle moving forward. You know why? He validates everything that Big Sills has been saying here. Everything about your shitty offense. Everything he's validated here. Craig Carton will join us at 4:30. Philly Godfather at 5:30, and Xander and I will chop it up at around 3:30. Do me a favor, please hit the like button. Thank you very much. All right. Before I give you my prediction, before I give you the Big Sales prediction on this Football Friday, give me some of your predictions first. Rams come into Lincoln Financial 2-0 versus the 2-0 Philadelphia Eagles. What do you got here? You tell me. What do you see transpiring this weekend? What did I write down? There it is. I got it right here, and I'll tell you some of my keys of the football game moving into this game here. Let's see here. Let's get to somebody who makes sense. 33-21. Okay. 27-24. Okay. Let's see. 38-0. 35-17. 27-24. 30-24. Okay. Here's how I see this game playing out. And here's who I predict. When the Philadelphia Eagles have the ball, in my opinion, you don't have the advantage in the offensive line here. I think that the Rams have the advantage up front. You've lost 2 weeks in a row up front. The Chiefs beat you up front, and the Cowboys beat you up front. And this is a better group. Advantage Rams. Now, if Landon Dickerson is healthy and Cam's playing better, my opinion, that's Eagles, and they would win that. Because Landon Dickerson is not a healthy guy. You haven't won 8 quarters of football up front. Your offensive line has had their asses handed to them in the first 2 weeks. Nobody would debate that. I mean, 2 teams that could barely run the football have run the ball. You're one of the worst teams in the league against the run right now. Do you know that? You're like 17th versus the run. 17th versus the run. Your advantage is A.J. Brown versus the secondary. But they're not going to throw the ball because they don't trust Jalen Hurts to throw the ball. They didn't throw it a year ago, and they don't trust him now. Even with an offensive running attack that's struggling, the only reason that you're getting any kind of yards running the ball is because Hurts is going off script. Okay, so to me, this is going to come down to the secondary of the Rams and the wide receivers. Well, your passing game's the second worst in pro football. You've gone from 29th to 31st in 2 games. It's the worst passing attack in pro football. There's no getting around it. It's not a trend anymore. You're the worst passing offense in pro football. If Rams stop the run, we take the L. Correct, it's over. Because your passing game is the worst right now in the league with any contending football team. Now, defensively, the Rams O-line. I have question marks on the Rams O-line. But I have question marks in Jalen Carter's conditioning. Okay? Question marks on his conditioning. The best defensive tackle that you have right now is Jordan Davis. It's not Jalen Carter. It's been Jordan Davis. If you don't get pressure on Matthew Stafford in this game with these suspect offensive linemen, and you allow Matthew Stafford to sit back with Devontae Adams and with Puka Nacua, they're going to shred you in the secondary. And they're going to find Adoree Jackson, and they're going to find your weak safety play. Matthew Stafford has to have pressure in this ball game. They have to bring pressure. Here's the difference, though. Here's the difference why Vic, if he brings pressure this time, Stafford has Puka Nacua. This is not Juju Smith-Schuster and Tyquan Thornton. This is 2 legitimate Pro Bowl, great wide receivers. This is the best wide receiver group you might face all year. By the way, CeeDee Lamb is a fine ball player. This is the best tandem of wideouts you have faced all season long so far and to date. And like I said, moving forward, you might not see a better pair of wideouts than what you're seeing with the Los Angeles Rams. Then it comes down to play calling. Vic's going to have to create pressure. Matthew Stafford is exceptional versus the blitz. He is one of the best throwers of the football. With all that being said, my prediction for the football game is 28-26 Los Angeles Rams. I got the Rams winning this football game on Sunday in a tight ball game because this time Matthew Stafford has the ball in his hand at the end of the game. He wins it. And I think on the other side, remember I said this, guys. Remember I said this. I think the key in this game, your O-line will not be able to stop Jared Verse and that defensive line. You haven't played well all year. You're not healthy in the offensive line. Big Cells, 28, 26, LA Rams. How you doing? That's where we're going here. And again, your O-line, you don't have, but wait, I'll take it back. You have some of the best offensive linemen, if not the best O-line. They're just not playing like it. You're not playing like the best offensive line in pro football. Okay? You will not win this game because you know why? Your offensive passing game is the worst in pro football. And you know who says that? A.J. Brown. Not just me. A.J. Brown says it. All right. So let's get to A.J. Brown. I love when I get vindicated and validated by your coordinators and your players. Okay, I love it. I just do. I love it when, again, listen, you see the guys in here like M. Nobody and the rest of these dudes that are in here, it's irrelevant when Vic Fangio validates me and A.J. Brown validates me. Okay? No. Okay, hey, listen, like I said, so this is what I love. We were dead on right about your shitty passing game. A.J. Brown was asked a question about Emmanuel Forbes. And he was saying, and you know what his response was? I'm not concerned about Emmanuel Forbes. He's the least of my issues. He's the least of my problems. I'm more concerned with the OC and the quarterback. That's what he's referencing the quarterback. And he was asked later in the day yesterday, hey, the ball's got to be on time. We have no communication when it comes to getting the plays in. Thank you, AJ. You have now officially become my favorite player because you know why? You vindicated and validated what I've been saying the entire time for the 8 quarters. Even he sees it. It's a shitty passing approach. Okay. Hey, listen, whatever you guys say, you see this? How many people in here say that we're gossiping when A.J. Brown said, my least concerns are Emmanuel Forbes. My concerns are right now what we're doing right here. That means the quarterback and the OC. That ain't gossip. The fucker said it. There's a sound clip of it. Go watch it. And then the other one was, hey, the passes have to be on time and we have to have better communication. Who the fuck do you think he's talking to? He's talking to your training wheels OC and your quarterback who can't throw the ball on time. And the story. This is not gossip. A.J. Brown said it. So if you're calling A.J. Brown, listen, whatever you guys say is irrelevant. A.J. Brown said it. Fuck that. I don't care. I'm not debating anything because that guy said it. There's sound clips. Guys, I love this stuff. You see people like this guy here, A.J. Spittoon. This dude here doesn't want to hear what A.J. Brown said. Go listen, dude. They're there for you to listen to. Very simple. It's called click and play. Very simple. He's taking a shit on the OC and the quarterback not being able to throw rhythm passes. Oh, I'm so sorry that AJ and Big Sills are on the same side with this. Come on, Spittoon. AJ Spittoon. He didn't say it, but he definitely alluded to it. Okay. Hey, Ray, thank you. Okay. He didn't say it. Okay, Ray, you know what I just did? I just did what you did. I know what he meant. Because he said it twice. I can't see Lori and Howie letting this go no longer. Hey, I'm with hey Tyler. We'll see what happens this game. What happens if the Eagles lose the next 2 games? Does organization start going into a melt? No. No, you were 2-2 a year ago. No, it's not time for that. Absolutely not, man. They just need to find answers. Why is the shitty passing game, why is it happening like this? Why is it not progressing to getting better? Ray, see? Listen, Ray, you and I agree what AJ said. Look at how many of your Eagle fan base, look at some of the people in your Eagle fan base, Ray, who don't want to hear it. They don't want to listen to it. AJ says it. Even Jalen Hurts took accountability for the passing game sucking, saying, this is on me. So wait a minute. Hey, Ray, ask yourself this, Ray. You see the people in here saying it's gossip? Jalen Hurts said he needs to take more accountability for the passing game. A.J. Brown says he needs to throw on time more. We need to have better communication. But these people in here, some of them, are saying that's gossip when the fucking players are telling you that. How's that possible? How are you not listening to that? I mean, how are you not listening to that? Okay? I mean, how don't you hear your own players and your own coaches saying this? Get this. AJ said they need to get on the same page. He ain't wrong. Okay. That's telling you that the coordinator and the players aren't in sequence. What was the words that he used? There wasn't a flow. Okay. How is that gossip? Explain to me when the players are laying it out to you. Dude, I'm listening to the same shit you're listening to. Why in the world would I fucking make that up? I wouldn't. What it does is it tells you that listen, do you know that A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts and Kevin Petula only want to be better? And they're taking accountability, all 3 of them, on why the passing game sucks and it's the second worst in the league. They know that there's a problem. You're the only people that don't know. Get this. This is on you. You know what I can't stand also? It's like when you bring this shit up, it's almost like you're not allowed to talk about deficiencies on a great football team. Hey, great football teams go through different issues. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. Nobody's saying that here. And listen, if you fucking listen to it differently, hey, how about this? Even if you heard something different, do you think all 3 players were talking about the fact that the offensive passing game is not performing well? The coordinator said it, the quarterback said it, and the receiver said it. I don't have to sit here and tell you. Go fucking play it. Get this. I watched Russell Wilson throw for 500 yards against the Cowboys. Guys like Slayton and Robertson and AJ didn't say shit. That wasn't true. That's right. I'm with you. Absolutely. You see this here? Dude, I don't care what this guy says any longer. The players are telling you and the coaches are telling you. Don't let M. Reyes sit here and try to fucking convince you otherwise. A.J. Brown saying we need better communication. Quarterback needs to throw on time. The quarterback said this week that we have to, and it's on me, and we have to have more explosion plays to Kevin Petula. And then Reyes will say it's an L take. Well, then you're talking about your own fucking players, guy, because that's what they said. It's okay. He's a pom-pom waver. Fucking, I get it. He thinks everything is great. Why shouldn't he? Why shouldn't he? If Hurts gets hurt for any significant length of time and McKee is healthy, his job is in trouble. He's more like all guys Nick had prior to Hurts. Boy, I'm not going there. I'm not. Listen, I am not going there. Tanner McKee? No. So then I have, get this, Tyler, you're trying to tell me that you would want a rookie OC and a first-year starting quarterback, basically, to take over the Philadelphia Eagles, and you're going to win a Super Bowl? That's not Nick Foles. If Nick Foles was the guy, maybe. Tanner McKee? Bro, you're a lottery pick if Hurts goes down. If Jalen Hurts goes down, you're a lottery pick. Jalen can't get through his reads fast enough. Never has. Never will. Never has. Never will. A.J. Brown has a problem with the offense. Jalen Hurts has a problem with the offense. Absolutely. Guys, did you ever hear me say in the last 26 minutes, have you heard me say this can't be fixed? Have you heard me say that? Tell me how you think this gets fixed. I'd say four weeks. 4 weeks. This will be fixed. Because you'll be healthier, I think. Okay? $37, it will be fixed. Because Barkley will be able to run the ball. I trust Kevin Patullo to be up. Now, Leon, does that coincide with the bye? Is that what you're saying? The bye week. Okay. After the bye. Maybe. I said 4. You're saying 7? Maybe. Landon's got to get healthy for it to fix, in my opinion. Okay? He's got to get healthy. Dude, if Landon Dickerson is healthy, your run game is going to be the best in pro football again. That'll help the passing game, and you'll start the lawnmower again. Seals, they clearly need a more experienced coordinator. Okay, absolutely, man. Absolutely. And the guy that would fit and suit the offensive needs. You have an experienced play caller. That's right. And KP needs to go to a lesser team and build himself up as a coach. Absolutely true. No doubt about it, man. You grow as a unit. Coaching staff-wise, get this. Jalen Hurts, here, guys, put this in proper perspective. You basically have the Tennessee Titans offensive coordinator right now quarterbacking your football team. Or do me a favor. Who is the worst quarterback that starts with the 32 teams? Tyrod Taylor this week? Would you say Tyrod Taylor? You have the Tyrod Taylors right now of coordinators. No, wait, I'll take that back. That's not fair to Tyrod. He's got experience. You got to have a guy who's got the least amount of experience that's going in there. Dude, Bryce Young's got more experience than Kevin Patullo. Right? Marcus Mariota. He's got more experience than Kevin Patullo. You've got a guy who has no experience. And do you know what you gave him the benefit of? You gave him the benefit of the doubt because he sat at the kitchen table with the big boys, watching those guys and him helping put the game plan together. Him helping put the game plan together versus constructing a game plan himself is ridiculous. Why would you do this? Yeah, that's a good one. They've got Shedeur Sanders as your offensive coordinator. That's who you got. You got Shedeur Sanders as your offensive coordinator. I don't get that. That's totally right. If you're going to compare your coordinator to a quarterback in the game today, you got a third team quarterback being your coordinator. That sounds right. And thank God you have Jalen Hurts, who's seen it all and been there. If McKee comes in and does a Kurt Warner, the voices will get louder in the locker room. They will. They will. Because they'll see how he throws on time. This is to be expected when none of the offensive plays, when the offense has played any I get that too, Trenton. And I'm going to tell you this. Now, Trenton, I think you just brought something up. So, guys, hang on here. Trenton, this is a really good take. This is to be expected when none of the offensive players played any preseason reps and the receivers missed a ton of camp. Okay. Remember I said something to you guys, and you guys kind of brushed it off. Remember what I said? I said this. Do you want to take readiness or do you want to have health as the number one priority at the beginning of the year? What's more important to the Eagles? Health or readiness? You know, some of the times that I bring these topics up, I think some of you guys, I think what you guys do is just brush them off. I say them for a reason. Because these are topics that they're thinking about. All right? And look, here's Ray. Health. Health. Okay? Preseason overrated when people are already calling the first few games extended preseason. Not bad, right, to a point. To play devil's advocate, the Eagles sucked our whole lives. And all of a sudden, the last 10 years, we've won 2 Super Bowls, been to 3. Fans are just happy for success. I think you're in the golden age of Philadelphia Eagle football. Since the Super Bowl era, it's the best this thing's ever looked. Vermeil, Andy, Small with Doug, and now this. This is the best the Philadelphia Eagles have looked since the 40s. I mean, you go back in your history, since the 40s and the late 50s and early 60s with Bednarik. Your time is in the 40s, the late 50s and early 60s with Bednarik and Tommy McDonald, the Vermeil time, Andy, Small Doug, and this is the best in my opinion. This is the best football in the last maybe 75 years that you've had in Philadelphia. So, yes. And I would say this. You should be more hyperbolic in this because you don't want to waste an opportunity to win Super Bowls. Dude, nobody just wants to win football games like the Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys win games. So fucking what? Do you guys want to go down as the next Atlanta Braves? What was that thing they had for years? The Atlanta Braves won 14 straight National League East flags, right? They won 1 Super Bowl. Do you want to do that? Win 2 Super Bowls, go to 3, but it could have been better like the Patriots. Okay? I mean, who wants to do that? Who wants to be the Peyton Manning Colts? You don't want to be the Peyton. You're not the Peyton Manning Colts. You've already overachieved that. Okay? You're better than get this. Jalen Hurts is already more accomplished than Peyton Manning was in Indianapolis. Peyton won 1 Super Bowl. Or how about this? You're as accomplished as Peyton Manning in a shorter period of time. It's fucking great. You should want more. You should want it all. We got the J.J. McCarthy of coordinators. Yes. You get this. Here's what made Kellen Moore. I was kind of hard on Kellen Moore yesterday. So let me tell you what Kellen Moore did that was fantastic. And Xander made this point, and I'm going to put it together here. You ready? A year ago, he saw all the turnovers that Jalen Hurts had, right? They wanted to limit those turnovers. How do you limit turnovers? Explosion plays. They don't throw the ball down the field. Xander and John were talking about the fact that John was watching practice, and they stopped explosion plays. Xander said it yesterday. They're stopping developing the quarterback. No, they're stopping the quarterback from extending plays with his arm, and they want him to extend plays with his legs. Folks, this is not an opinion. This is what they're doing, and it's winning. It's actually smart as shit. They know the quarterback is limited. He's not a very good passer, but when that offense is humming with the running game, it opens up A.J. Brown. And A.J. Brown, I said this to you guys so many times last year. I can't believe they got fucking A.J. Brown single covered. What are they doing on those? It's impossible to defend him on the slants. Because you know why? You're either going to die by Barkley or you're going to die by A.J. And every time Barkley got the football, A.J. was single covered. I couldn't believe it, but they had to. Because A.J. and Barkley were just as effective as one another, and they fed off of one another, and coordinators didn't know who to defend. Now that your run game and your offensive line is not producing, by the way, you want to hear something else that's crazy? You're ranked 16th in pass protection. So you're 16th in pass protection. Your run offense is not the same. It's lost 2 yards per play. That's what's affecting the run game. I think health is the problem right now, not talent. It's the same people you won the Super Bowl with. What's the difference? Here's the difference with Kellen Moore, though. Ready? Kellen Moore is an experienced play caller in the passing game. This is to Xander's point yesterday. I thought about all what we did yesterday. And the reason that Jalen could pull out the Steelers, Ravens, the NFC title game, and the Super Bowl. Why? They put such an emphasis on stopping the run. Moore was an experienced play calling passing coordinator, right? With Dak, with Herbert. He knew how to call plays in the passing game. Kevin Patullo doesn't. Or they're limiting even him from calling deep balls and explosion plays. How do you know Kevin Patullo's not being told no explosion plays? We don't want turnovers. This might be an organizational analytics decision. How do you know that? How do you know that it's not the analytics people saying no explosion plays? Because guess why? A year ago, Kellen Moore didn't have explosion plays. Now he's down in New Orleans with a shitty offense and he's throwing the ball 50 times a game. Because he's running his own shop. And he gets to be his own play caller. How do you know that the analytics people are saying no deep passes? John McMullen, get this, A.J. Brown, John McMullen, Jalen Hurts, Kevin Patullo, Nick Sirianni. Yes, the explosion plays have not been there. But yet when I bring it up, you guys are saying something completely against everything we're saying. It's because, once again, you see a different game. The players and I and the coaches see a completely different game than you. They're echoing what I've been telling you. They're not echoing what you're thinking. I mean, right? If the analytics people are in Nick's ear about that, they weren't watching the Super Bowl. Listen, Their idea, the analytics people were the people that did, get this. Hey, Dime, do you know what happened a year ago? The analytics people got put in a tool shed. They were put in the Chip Kelly, Howie Roseman closet. You know why? If it were up to them, they'd have threw the ball a year ago. Offensive line guys went to the coaches, remember? We got to run the ball here. Stop with this fucking passing and this motion shit. I think they went against the analytics guys a year ago. I think they put them in the Howie Roseman closet. Now they're grabbing a hold of it again. That's what it looks like to me. Because Xander's right. You're not developing your quarterback for a reason. You know why? Somebody's stopping it. It's either Nick, Kevin, or the analytics people. You got players telling you flat out. They're telling you. Okay? M. Reyes, retweet that again here. Repost that, what you said here. I disagree with John's take with Jalen evolving. Jalen Hurts is evolving as a smart player, not as a pocket passer. Two things can be true, Leon. He's not developing. How? The passing game is regressing. It's regressing. Sorry, Sue. Make sure you get me the decoder book and how you say it. Repost? Okay. Guys, hit the like button. Appreciate it. I mean, right? Leon, Hurts is getting smarter at seeing the bullshit. I got to do this. I got to take off. Okay? I got to take off. Here, get this. This guy's saying I'm hating on him. I didn't say it couldn't be fixed. You got to give this guy a reach around, make him feel better about himself, because I have to quantify my takes with him because he thinks I'm hating here. I'm not fucking hating on anything. Big Sales, best Eagle hater. Lover, I know. Okay. Eagles do what they need to do to win games. Yes. And you'll see it this week when they throw it all over the yard. That I want to see. You haven't done it consistently. Now, maybe this one game off, they might. Tell you what, Eduardo or Edward, you know what I'll say to you? You know what I'll say? Okay. That's why I call it a validation game. We already know Hurts can throw. Not consistently. That's not true. I thought you posted something with some clarity. Here, this one. That other one sucked. The goal isn't to develop Hurts. Hurts is Hurts, okay? And Hurts wants to win. Okay, stop with that bullshit hyperbole. Get to the point. There isn't regression or straight. This is fucking terrible. It's a fucking terrible take. Get this. You got the players, the coaches, and you've got the coordinators and head coach telling you it is. It's a fucking terrible take. This guy is so dumb. The players are telling you. The coaches are telling you. And Reyes doesn't want to see it. Because you know why? This guy is mentally retarded. You're not calculating how amped up our guys will be. You make this sound like these guys are high school football players. When you're a professional football player, you're amped up every Sunday no matter who's in front of you. What do you think? There's rah-rah games and shit like that? Hoss, it's a privilege to play in the National Football League. Every chance you get to play a play in the league might be your last play. You're amped up no matter what it is. I mean, the coaches, the players are talking about the play calling, not their skill. Correct. Nobody's talking about their skill. And Walt, the only time you talk about the skill is when you talk about what Hurts can or can't do. And that's why it's a Mickey Mouse offensive approach. They limit the play calling because the quarterback's limited. And when you limit the play calling, you fill to his skill set. And that's the winning formula. When you don't, here's the Eagle approach. Limit the playbook, which limits the player from turning the ball over. It accentuates his skill set of what he does great, and that's how they're winning games. End of story. And you got players complaining about that because you got guys like A.J. Brown. Dude, every single quarterback from Tom Brady down. Okay, no shit. No shit. What's your point? No shit. M. Reyes just finally heard what I said. No shit. What they do is they limit the offense because the player's limited. It accentuates what he does exceptionally. Doesn't turn the ball over. They win because of great talent and a limited approach when it comes to turning the ball over. Xander's complaining about being conservative. That conservative play has led him to a 19-1 record. At the end of the day, until somebody shows you that being conservative is not going to win, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. Why do you want me to deviate off that? I wouldn't. Why would you? I would stay so simple. And I would say get this. It's just very vanilla. It's 19-1. Get this. See this guy here? What he doesn't like is that his quarterback's not the sexiest chick on stage at the beauty contest. That's your problem. The problem, you're 19-1, dickhead. This guy fucking does that guy right there. That's a dickhead comment. Shut the fuck up about what? Winning? Talk about a douchebag. I mean, right? You have thrown ball down the field and middle of the field. No, they don't. They don't have to do any of that. They're 19-1. Why do they have to do that? Well, teams are going to figure them out. Teams have figured them out. M. Reyes, say it again. Teams have figured them out. M. Reyes, say it again. Teams have figured him out. And say it again. And they still win. What's your point? What's your point? AJ, get this. Let me ask you this. Would this be fair? The more AJ complains, the more winning you're doing. So I'm going to let AJ complain. Let him complain. Because the more he complains, the more they win. Get this. Sills, you're tweeting AJ is calling people. I don't tweet at AJ. Okay? I don't tweet at him. Wrong dude. Must be your burner account or something. I think that's what it's called. Spag just gave us all he had and he still lost. Right. And you beat him with 100 yards. What's your point? You're a limited offense because your quarterback's limited. So what they've done with that guy's skill set, he extends plays. He's smart. He's heady. He can make plays off script. He's an RPO guy, which they don't want to utilize for some crazy reason. And because there's so much talent around him, they win. The Eagles are an ugly team. They're not an exciting team to watch win. Everyone wants this greatest show on turf. You know what they are? The greatest show on turf is like thoroughbreds. You know what you guys are? You're like a team of Clydesdales. Carry the beer. You carry the beer. The thoroughbreds, they race at the Kentucky Derby. They go to Preakness. You're never going to be the thoroughbreds. You're the Clydesdales. And it's not going to look great. You're not going to put it. You're a Clydesdale in a race versus the thoroughbred. One you can't stop. The other one outruns you. That's who you are. They can't stop the thoroughbred. They can't because the thoroughbred outrun you. Well, you're not outrunning anybody. And the Clydesdales are going to run you over. You're the Clydesdale. It's okay being that.